We are a group from third semester sociology, and we have worked with a qualitative study of students' sustainable food consumption, how they succeed, what barriers they meet and have met, and what can make it easier to succeed with sustainable food consumption. We have conducted 8 interviews with students who define themselves as sustainable consumers to get an insight into their perspectives and gain an understanding of how they succeed with sustainable practice. We found that sustainable consumption can be promoted through knowledge and information. This could, for example, be done by public campaigns or local services that promote sustainable living. Information can also be gained through education in relation to sustainability in primary and secondary education. But more knowledge doesn't necessarily lead to a sustainable consumption. Our informants empathize that they find it confusing to evaluate what products to choose if they want to buy sustainable foods. Should the consumer choose food products that are locally produced, seasonal food, organic food, or products with minimal packaging? Questions like these could be solved with some sort of label that would indicate whether a product is sustainable, so it would be easier for the consumer to understand which food products are the most sustainable and therefore which food products they should choose, which can contribute to simplifying sustainable living. This can also contribute to the consumer feeling good about choosing a product that is sustainable, which our informants highlighted as an important motivational factor for the sustainable consumption. Our project has impacted the following SDGs: SDG 2, Zero Hunger, SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, and SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Promoting sustainable change through individuals' lifestyle choices and practices may have an impact on what products individuals buy. This will influence the supply and demand of certain foods, which could lead to adjustment of the production. This can lead to a more responsible consumption and production, which in a larger perspective influences SDG 2, Zero Hunger. In addition, a green transition will also affect SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, in a positive direction if the diet becomes more plant-based, which has been proven to be a more sustainable diet. To extend our work, future projects could focus on how to measure the sustainability of a product and evaluate which parameters influence whether a product can be branded as sustainable. Further work might also calculate the consequences of a sustainable restructuring related to costs in connection with import and export, and thereby examine what the consequences of the sustainable branding may cause for the state economy. In regards to the promotion of information, future projects might work on developing campaigns and services for Aalborg municipality to promote sustainable consumption to the wider population. Projects could also focus on promoting information by incorporating knowledge about sustainability in the curriculum in schools, both in primary and secondary education, either as theme weeks or included as a part of the syllabus. We have been able to use projects from applied philosophy concerning responsibility, and that the state has a great responsibility relating to the green transition, which many of our informants also expressed. However, the projects also showed what happens if the individual does not take responsibility. This has supported our discussion about whether the state or the individual should be held accountable for a sustainable living. Other disciplines we have been able to use are communication and digital media, which gave us an information about marketing and branding. This gave an insight into structural changes and how these can influence individual behavior.